In the 1940s, the Fernald State School for Children with Disabilities ran a program that sounds innocent, a science club with perks like free breakfast. But this club was a horrifying front for human experimentation. The children who had been abandoned or institutionalized were unknowingly given meals provided by Quaker Oats that contained radioactive isotopes of iron and calcium. In some instances, they were directly injected with radioactive substances. The horrifying truth? These experiments were not to cure a disease or save lives. The primary purpose was to help Quaker compete with rivals like cream of wheat by determining how nutrients were absorbed. The children, already victims of neglect and abuse, were used as human guinea pigs for corporate market research. This shocking violation of human rights only came to light decades later. In the 1960s, scientists at the Willowbrook State School in New York were desperate to find a vaccine for hepatitis A. Their solution was a medical nightmare. The institution, which housed children with intellectual disabilities, became the site of a shocking experiment. Scientists intentionally infected hundreds of children aged 5 to 10 with the virus. The methods were horrifying. Some children were injected with the virus, while others were fed chocolate milk laced with the feces of their already infected peers. The experiments did aid in creating a vaccine, but at an unforgivable human cost. The children, already among society's most vulnerable, were treated as mere test subjects, used and abused in the name of medical progress. The Willowbrook experiments stand today as a horrifying symbol of medical ethics gone astray. In 1937, a school in New London, Texas, was wiped out in a single devastating moment. What caused the explosion that killed nearly 300 people? A shocking act of greed. The tragedy was the direct result of a cost-cutting measure to save just $300 a month. The school had illegally tapped into a gas line, and a faulty connection allowed odorless gas to slowly fill the crawlspace beneath the building. Just moments before the explosion, students reported feeling lightheaded, but there was no smell to warn them of the danger. The blast was so powerful that it was felt 40 miles away and launched a 2-ton concrete slab 200 feet from the school. The New London disaster was a senseless tragedy that led to a grim but crucial safety measure. That same year, Texas legally mandated that a foul smell be added to all natural gas, ensuring no one would ever miss such a deadly warning again. The Bath School disaster in Michigan is a shocking and often forgotten tragedy. In 1927, it became the deadliest school bombing in American history, all because of a disgruntled man's act of petty revenge. A man named Andrew Kehoe was furious after losing a local election for a school board position. In a horrific act of retaliation, he spent months planting hundreds of pounds of dynamite and pyritol throughout the Bath Consolidated School. On May 18, 1927, Kehoe detonated the bombs, killing 38 schoolchildren and 6 adults. The explosion was so powerful it leveled an entire wing of the school. He then drove to the scene of the chaos and detonated a second bomb, killing himself and the school superintendent. It was a senseless massacre that remains one of the deadliest acts of violence against a school in U.S. history.